In the age when kingdoms still believed that light itself could be sworn to, there lived a knight whose name was spoken with reverence. He was a paladin of the Holy Radiance, not merely by title, but by life. From the moment he could stand, he was raised within stone halls that echoed with prayer. His childhood was measured not by years, but by vows. Vows to protect the innocent, vows to strike down corruption, vows to serve the light until his final breath. And he did. He fought in wars that history now softens with poetry. Battles where villages burned, where faith was tested not by sermons, but by screams. Through it all, the paladin never wavered. Those who fought beside him said he never struck in anger. Those who faced him said his blade felt inevitable. When he fell in battle, it was against a force the chronicles simply call the profane host. Creatures warped by forbidden rites. Sorcerers who fed on decay and despair. The paladin stood at the center of that battlefield until the end, wounded, surrounded, still praying. When the final blow came, witnesses claimed the sky grew quiet, as if the light itself paused to watch him die. His body was recovered, his armor cleansed, his name carved into marble. He was given a burial fit for a saint. Candles burned for 7 days. Bells rang across the kingdom. They believed his soul had ascended. They were wrong. Far from the cathedral, deep beneath ruins older than the kingdom itself, a necromancer listened to those bells with interest. The paladin's body had not been hidden well enough. Faith, it turns out, does not protect the dead from being claimed. Through rites never meant for human mouths, the necromancer reached beyond death. He did not summon the paladin's soul back willingly. He dragged it. The resurrection was not rebirth, it was violation. Bone reanimated beneath consecrated steel, holy armor fused with rot and shadow. The prayers once etched into the blade twisted into mockery. The paladin rose again, not as a servant of light, but as its desecration. The undead knight did not scream. He could not. His body obeyed the necromancer's will, but his consciousness remained. Trapped, awake. He felt every step as his armored boots marched into villages he once would have defended. He saw through hollow eyes as his sword fell upon innocence. And worst of all, he remembered who he had been. The light did not answer him anymore. His prayers echoed only inside himself. The necromancer used him as a weapon, a symbol, a warning. Towns fell. Monasteries were put to the torch by the very armor that once guarded them. Songs spread of a black knight who could not be slain, of a holy blade turned executioner, but legends often forget the suffering inside the monster. Each night, when the necromancer slept, the knight stood motionless, unable to move, unable to kneel, unable to die. He replayed every vow he had ever sworn, every life he failed to save, every soul he was forced to take. This torment might have lasted forever, until the sky changed. On a night when the moon dimmed and stars seemed misplaced, a presence descended. It did not arrive in fire, nor thunder. It arrived in silence. Witnesses later described the figure as an angel, though none could agree on its form. Tall and slender, radiant, yet gentle, beautiful in a way that resisted definition. Neither male nor female, both and neither. Its wings did not beat the air, they unfolded light. The angel did not speak at first. It looked upon the battlefield the undead knight had just left behind. Then it looked at him. For the first time since his resurrection, the knight felt something other than pain. He felt seen. The necromancer attempted to command his creation. The spell failed. The angel moved, not in anger, in purpose. The necromancer was undone not by a blade, but by unmaking. His body collapsed, as if it had never been assembled correctly in the first place. The undead knight charged, not by will, by curse. The angel met him without hesitation. Their clash did not shake the earth, it stilled it. As the angel's hand pierced the knight's armor, light poured through the cracks. The corrupted soul was laid bare. The knight remembered warmth, morning prayers, the sound of bells. He wept, though no tears fell. The angel held him as one might hold a dying child. The purification was not painless, but it was merciful. When the light faded, nothing remained of the knight's body. No armor, no sword, only silence. And somewhere beyond mortal sight, a soul was finally released. There are those who claim this story is merely allegory, a lesson about faith, about corruption, but old records suggest otherwise. They speak of a ruined battlefield where no corpses rot, of armor fragments that refuse to rust, of a quiet presence that watches over forgotten graves. And sometimes, on nights when the sky feels too still, people swear they see wings unfold briefly among the clouds, not to threaten, but to remember.